local heroes. Sports, shorts, event reports, news you'll use of every sort. Celebrations and on location.
Plugged In, the TV show with what you want to know, what you need to know, and what you'd like to know about what's going on in your town this week.
Get plugged into your life, plug into here and now.
Get plugged in on your local cable station.
Hey, it's Tuesday. Time to get plugged in here on Rogers. Hope you had a great weekend. We did. It's a busy show for you. We've got all sorts of great stories from your communities around Simcoe Grey. So sit back for the next 30 minutes and let us plug you in. We'll have your local weather and much more. Stay tuned. Plugged In is next here on Rogers Community TV.
Whether it's a short drive to the store or a long drive in the country, Tom Smith Chevrolet will get you there. Trucks, you won't be out of luck once you cruise the lot at Tom Smith Chevrolet. And cars, you won't have to look far for those either at Tom Smith Chevrolet. Tom Smith Country, Chevrolet, Oldsmobile, Chevy Trucks on King Street in Midland. Proud to sponsor Plugged In Tuesday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m.
You're watching Rogers Community TV, serving the communities of Simcoe Grey.
Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday edition of Plugged In here on Rogers Community TV. I'm your host, Marcia Ramage. On the program tonight, we have stories from Collingwood, Owen Sound, and Midland, and we have the Environment Canada forecast for the South Georgian Bay area, so please stay plugged in with us. We begin our show tonight with a story from Owen Sound. Each Christmas season, the city hosts the annual Festival of Northern Lights. Organizers of the festival appeared in front of Owen Sound City Council last night seeking some financial support for next year's event. Michelle Miller tells us more in this story.
The Festival of Northern Lights has finally found a permanent home. For the last 11 years, the festival has approximately moved 10 times, but now with the city's help, the festival's growth is getting bigger and better.
We'll move into an area of the existing building at the cemetery and use a portion of that for painting and refurbishing until, that will be our permanent home for painting, refurbishing, building, and it has heat.
It looks like a portion of the maintenance building at Greenwood Cemetery will be added onto, making both spaces available to the Festival of Northern Lights.
The building they're going to add to is for storage, exactly right.
And you're using another building for
the existing building that is up there now, we will use a portion thereof, and they'll do a half wall to separate us from the cemetery staff, so we'll have our own area.
And that will be your permanent home?
That will be our permanent home.
You gotta be happy with that.
Oh, happy. I'm telling you, the butterflies are just swimming in there.
The proposed funding looks like this. $20,000 will come from the sale of the Rockview School, and $35,000 will be a loan that the festival must pay over 10 years, which totals $55,000. The festival committee feels it's needed.
All we will be doing is paying them rent, the same as we were paying for any other facility we were staying in. It's nothing different, no more, no less. In fact, in some instances, we've paid as much as $800 a month for rental space, and this will be $500 a month. So, yes. And as you heard Councillor Lemon say, once we're incorporated, we're at liberty then to apply for Trillium funding. And if the Trillium funding comes through for us, and we certainly hope it will because it's for community things of this nature, then conceivably that will take pressure off us as well.
Ann Kelly would like everyone to catch the magic next year as the festival will expand down 2nd Avenue to Harrison Park.
We put forth a business plan for the building. We looked at all the alternatives and we came up with the most cost-effective solution which works best for the whole community and certainly will work best for the festival. I think Council indicated their strong level of support and their commitment. The volunteers who do the festival each year, they need our support, and we need the support by giving them a building that they can work in. And I think this is going to be a great step forward, and I think you're going to see bigger and better displays for the festival next year as a result.
Festival of Northern Lights is a Christmas tradition for everyone in the area. It's putting on a show that helps the image of Owen Sound as well the economic benefits. In Owen Sound for Plugged In, I'm Michelle Miller.
Thanks, Michelle. Despite the lack of snow, the town of Wasaga Beach held their annual Winterfest this weekend. The Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs Sled Smart team was there to promote safe sledding. We caught up to the team at the Wasaga Beach Snowmobile Club's annual Ryan's Run.
Hi there, I'm Cynthia Hodgson with the Sled Smart Education Team with the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs. We're here at the Wasaga Snowmobile Club at their annual Family Fun Polka Run, and we're here with Ron Pardon. He's one of the stop officers today. And Ron, can you just tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, we have the same powers basically as OVP on Motorized Snow Vehicle Act, and we patrol the trails on a fairly regular basis. Just trying to more or less, get people to just slow it down a little bit, take it a little easier.
Okay.
Have a good day out of it.
Great. So it's most often it's safety that you're looking for out there on the trails. And is there anything else that you're looking for?
Yeah, safety is a big factor, no doubt about that. Stolen sleds, that type of thing. We're looking for that type of stuff too. So.
Okay. I know the Sled Smart team. We have 4 main messages that we try to get out to snowmobile enthusiasts. One being know before you go, always check your local ice conditions, especially when we're given the weather conditions that we're dealing with right now. You can never trust that ice is going to be 100% safe. When night riding, slow down. The other one is ride safe, stay on the trail. And the last one, of course, is the don't drink and ride. And so you're looking for snowmobile theft at times. Is there anything that you would recommend for people to do to try and help from their sleds being stolen?
Well, they should use something like this here, a throttle cup, they call it, and that way you can put it on the end of the handlebar, and you lock it on, that prevents the throttle being opened up. There's other things out there too. This is a pretty good device here.
Okay. Who's that made by?
Easy Tracks.
Easy Tracks. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Ron.
Yep.
I'm here now with Constable Mike Lachance. And Mike, just tell us a little bit about what you do.
I look after the stop program. I'm the stop coordinator on the OPP side. There's a stop coordinator with the OPP, and there's one with the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs, and we work in conjunction together.
Great, okay. We're sort of focusing today a little bit about snowmobile theft, and what would you suggest for people to do to prevent that from happening?
Well, one of the simple things is, first of all, when you have it parked anywhere, make sure you take your keys with you. A lot of people actually still leave them out. Maybe just take a few seconds and pop your hood up and turn the gas off or undo one of the plugs. It only takes a few minutes, but at least it deters the individual. He'll have to go out of his way a little bit to actually do something to get it going. Maybe just another tip is if you have your snowmobile at home, make sure that you don't leave it on the trailer. Put it in your garage, chain it down. Just do something that deters the individual. He'll have to actually work at it to get it. Just don't make it too easy for them.
Right. One other thing that the Sled Smart team, we actually lock our trailer as well. And I'm Cynthia Hodgson again, and we're at the 2nd annual Ryan's Run with the Wasaga Snowmobile Club. Thank you.
Thanks, Cynthia. Be safe on the trails this season. In Midland, the town council recently decided to keep the municipal transit service. However, the councillors will be looking to trim the bus services financially. We hear more from Midland in this story.
And really, it's something which is probably going to happen, and that is, as a cost saver with our transit, we're probably going to have to go back to 1 hour service as opposed to half-hour service at peak times. So that'll be a cost saver. some $16,256. And, but I'm not proposing that we would bring forward a resolution to that effect this coming council meeting, unless that's your wish. Is that your wish to bring that forward as a resolution? Or would you rather? I would prefer to see it as part of an overall cost-saving package rather than just a piecemeal this together.
I agree.
I mean, either way, but I thought we decided this a long time ago, the scheduling factor.
Well, if
maybe it was part of my comment to some people that said that I thought we were going to revise it, and then we didn't see anything on it. Maybe that's why it's here.
Well, okay, if we are of the opinion that we were going to go to 1 hour service anyway, as just a general cost saving, and you want to go ahead with that, let's bring it forward as a resolution at the next council meeting to see how it goes. Sure. Okay. All right. Well,
yeah, the only thing I might add, Councillor Moore, is we are in a transitional relationship with PMCL. We'd have to go back to them for any amendment to see if it affects the rates. They have a fixed cost for some overheads and some constant costs, and we drop it down from 1.5 buses to 1 bus. It may, and we'll see what it does to the rates. That is part and parcel of the whole matter.
I would suggest that you put it on hold until you finish that discussion with PMCI.
Okay, if we have that discussion prior to council meeting, then we'll be able to bring it all together for council meeting. Otherwise, we'll do that.
Midland Mayor George MacDonald officially declared 1999 the Year of the Seniors. This is in response to the move by the United Nations to make this year significant for seniors in our communities.
Good morning, everybody. A little later on, we're going to have a major announcement about the environmental issues in the Severn Sound project. But just beforehand, we have another announcement that we'd like to make today, and this has to do with the fact that 1999 is the International Year of Older Persons, and with me today I have the local committee that's working on this project, including the co-chairs Lila Commandant and Dr. Jim Wright, and also we have Nancy Keefe, who is the representative of the town of Midland. And the purpose of today's announcement is to have George MacDonald, the Mayor of Midland, make an official proclamation that this town is participating in the United Nations project. So I'd like to ask George to step forward and make the proclamation, please.
Thank you, Bill, and welcome to everybody, and I'm very happy to make this proclamation this morning, and it reads, whereas the United Nations General Assembly has recognized that the world's population is aging and wishing to foster a global awareness of the important role of seniors in society and the need for intergenerational respect and support, the United Nations General Assembly has proclaimed 1999 as the International Year of Older Persons with the theme, Towards a Society for All Ages. Canada, as a member of the global community, is recognizing the contribution of its 3.6 million citizens over age 65. Ontario's 1.4 million seniors, by volunteering thousands of hours to their families and to their communities, truly make Ontario a province of all ages. Thus, the province of Ontario and the municipality of Midland join in proclaiming 1999 as the International Year of Older Persons, a year to honor our seniors and lay plans for the lasting legacies that will ensure respect and recognition for all our seniors in the next millennium. It's dated February 5th, 1999, the Corporation of the Town of Midland, and I would add that my deputy mayor has been very proactive in promoting the senior citizens in 1999 as that year for senior citizens. So, thank you.
Say something? Sure. I'm Dr. Jim Wright. I'm co-chair with Bill Grimmett here.
and Bill more or less is providing the money. And I'd like to say that we have several very good proposals from Midland already, and within the next few weeks we will be announcing what they are for projects to sort of commemorate the function of our programs. And with the seniors, you know, with Viagra and everything, why the seniors are getting more and more active. So I'd like to thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. If your kids are looking for something to do on a Friday night, the YMCA in Owen Sound is offering a program so that your kids can get out and get active. It's part of the New Fun Kids Club. Siobhan McKinnon has more.
Hey, all you kids out there, what are your plans for Friday night? If they include hanging out with a whole bunch of kids, playing dodgeball and TV tag at the YMCA, then you've got an exciting Friday night headed your way.
Kids Club is an activity we hold every Friday night for children ages 8 to 12. It's where they can come, and we have supervised games in the gym, in the boardroom. We have crafts every Friday, and we also have a swim for an hour at the end of the night.
The kids' night, you're going to come, you're going to meet down in the lobby area, then we're all going to go upstairs, play some free time in the gym, then there's some organized activities. Then we're going to divide up, head into the craft room. Half the group heads into the craft room, some quiet games. Some kids stay in the gym and play active games. Then everyone comes downstairs for swimming for an hour.
Okay. At Kids Night, we play supervised games in the gym. We have quiet games in the boardroom, or we have crafts. We also go swimming for an hour.
It runs all year. We take a break in the summer for a bit.
It goes for 2 hours. It's from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock.
$4 for non-members, and for members it's free.
It's just a great place for kids to come on a Friday night. It's a healthy environment, and they get to hang out with lots of kids their own age.
Can you think of a better way for an 8 to 12-year-old to spend a Friday night? Kids Club at the YMCA has lots of fun activities going on for them, so why not drop them off? In Owen Sound, for Plugged In, I'm Siobhan McKinnon.
Thanks, Siobhan. Be sure to stay tuned to Plugged In. Coming up next, we have the Environment Canada weather forecast. We'll be right back.
At Rogers, we know you don't just watch TV. You read, you surf, you stay in touch. It's why you've got to become a VIP member. You won't just save real money on cable. You'll save 10% on Rogers at Home, Cantel AT&T Cellular, AT&T Canada Long Distance, and more. The VIP program. Only we could put something like this together, but only someone like you can appreciate it. You're not going to miss all this, are you?
Snowmobiles are great fun, but problems can arise when they're not driven responsibly. Riding late at night in residential areas is inconsiderate, and loud exhausts and unnecessary engine revving can be very annoying. If you ride off trails, you upset property owners and run the risk of having the access privileges revoked and the trail being closed to all sledders. Please tone it down, stick to the trails, and help conserve Ontario's last frontier. A message from the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs Environment Committee.
Hi, I'm Ryan from Rogers with your weekly top 10 list. Number 10, we have disturbing behavior. Number 9 is knockoff. Number 8 is 54. Number 7 is Blade. Number 6 is Dance With Me. Number 5 is Lethal Weapon 4. Number 4 is Out of Sight. Number 3 is 6 Days, 7 Nights. Number 2 is Mafia. And the top number 1 release this week is still Truman Show with Jim Carrey. I also want to tell you about some new releases that we have. We now have Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, a new action flick. It's very exciting, very action-packed, and if you're a big Jackie Chan fan, I'd recommend this one tremendously. And also we have Something About Mary with Cameron Diaz that came out this Tuesday. For everyone who's been asking about it, come in, get this movie. It's very funny.
They're two cops with nothing in common.
Do it again. Like this.
Except the case.
Hello. You have one more chance.
They can't walk away from.
Agent Carter is very passionate about finding your daughter.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
From New Line Cinema. The fastest hands in the East.
Wow.
Meet the biggest mouth in the West.
Just received a threat on the building. We ask you please exit the building. Do not panic. Did you hear what I just said? Go over the building.
Jackie Chan.
I can't hold that anymore. Just hang on, man. I'll be right back.
Chris Tucker.
FBI. Take a picture. It's okay. Wait a minute.
Rush Hour.
At Rogers, we know you don't just watch TV. You read, you surf, you stay in touch. It's why you've got to become a VIP member. You won't just save real money on cable. You'll save 10% on Rogers at Home, Cantel AT&T Cellular, AT&T Canada Long Distance, and more. The VIP program. Only we could put something like this together, but only someone like you can appreciate it. You're not going to miss all this, are you? In this part of television land, nothing is too big or too small. And where you are matters more than where you're from. 30 years ago, Rogers created community television to cover the things that happen close to home, to cover the places where we meet and talk, places where anything can happen. Because in this part of television land, you don't have to be famous to be important. In this part of television land, small doesn't mean insignificant. A little determination goes a long way. And you just never know when you'll rub elbows with immortality. 30 years ago, Rogers created community television to cover the things that happen close to home. Because in this part of television land, big things happen in small places.
Classroom, commercial-free educational television programming provided to schools as a public service by Canadian cable companies. Cable in the Classroom tears down walls, opens minds.
Straight shooting.
It's like we don't agree about nothing about this guy. You like him, I don't.
Hard hitting.
I think Jack Nicholson was right. You people can't take the truth.
On the mark.
Deluded? The minute she turns south and becomes a state's witness, she's deluded.
Hardball with Chris Matthews. Targeting the people with the power.
I think a lot of liberals said, who's he to be Speaker of the House?
And the games they play to get there. Hardball with Chris Matthews. Weeknights, 8 Eastern and Pacific, only at CNBC.
Welcome back to Plugged In. The Environment Canada weather forecast for our viewing area tonight calls for cloudy skies with a chance of flurries, clearing near dawn, a low to -7. Wednesday will be sunny with cloudy periods, high temperature near 0. The low could drop to -5. Thursday, we'll see cloudy skies with a chance of showers, a low near -4 and a high near +6. The outlook to Friday will be mainly cloudy and windy with flurries, lows near -8 and a high near -3. Probability of precipitation, 30% tonight, 0% for Wednesday, and 70% for Thursday. So it looks like we'll have another mild winter day tomorrow, but that will all change by the weekend. So don't put your snow shovels away just yet.
The Buffalo Sabres go head-to-head with the Senators tonight. The race is on to get a playoff spot, and Ottawa will travel as far as Buffalo to get it. Tune in and watch them burn up the ice. Then get a look at life through the eyes of an alien. This comedy series takes a hilarious look at human beings that live on this planet. Buffalo hosts the Senators at 7:30, and Global has Third Rock from the Sun at 9:30. Catch it on Rogers tonight.
Canada's Snowboarding Authority, Ride Guide.
Gotta go!
Tour some of North America's best boarding terrain. Get up close and personal with elite pro riders. The latest results from the World Cup Tour and the cruel reality of real riders.
I had seen everything you guys were doing. I didn't know why you were slowing that stuff down.
Ride Guide, every Thursday at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific on the Outdoor Life Network.
That's our show for this evening. Thanks for staying plugged into your community here on Rogers Community TV. For Plugged In, I'm Marcia Ramage, and have a great evening. Good night.
Whether it's a short drive to the store or a long drive in the country, Tom Smith Chevrolet will get you there. Trucks, you won't be out of luck once you cruise the lot at Tom Smith Chevrolet. And cars, you won't have to look far for those either at Tom Smith Chevrolet. Tom Smith Country, Chevrolet, Oldsmobile, Chevy Trucks on King Street in Midland. Proud to sponsor Plugged In Tuesday through Saturday at 6:30 p.m.
Have a story idea for Plugged In, please feel free to call our viewer response line at 1-877-LOCAL-TV. That's 1-877-562-2588. We'd be happy to hear from you.